Hi guys, welcome to class. In this class we're going to look at British English idioms. So you probably know a hell of a lot of them already, but we're going to go over some. It's like an A to Z list. We're going to practice using them and see which ones are most relevant to you, which ones you think you would use in your life when you speak English and things. Yeah, so I will explain them, we'll look at them, and we'll practice them. Yeah, so that's the aim of the session. I've got a link which I'll send you. I'll send you this on the Verbling chat box, and hopefully you can see this. Yeah, so open this up, and we're going to go through the list and talk about them. So hopefully it's going to be very, very busy, very lively, lots of people joining in and contributing and stuff. Okay, for those who don't know, very, very quickly, I'm going to plug my Facebook page once more, okay? So my Facebook page name is Martin Stoner Verbling. Please add me on Facebook, okay? And then we can talk in the middle, in between class and things, and we can hear from you what you want in your classes and stuff. So Jano's here already, that's cool. He already knows loads of idioms. He doesn't need to be here, but be in here, Jano, yeah? Be in here. Okay, Yostra is back. Hello, Yostra.
Hello.
Have we spoken before? I'm joking,
Never.
joking. Okay.
Never.
Long time no see, Yostra. Long time no see. Okay, so you're right. I'm out and listen. Gotta go soon. Jano, you can't be here. Okay, it's just an excuse, but okay, we'll forgive you. Okay, so Yostra, we're going to talk about idioms today. Do you know many British English idioms, or do you know more American English idioms?
I don't know what do you mean by idioms.
Okay, in that case, we'll talk. It's like expressions, yeah? Expressions.
Okay.
So if I said to you, for example, to kick the bucket, do you know what this means?
Kick the bucket?
To kick the bucket.
The bucket.
To kick the bucket.
No, I don't know.
I don't know if you heard, yesterday, Margaret Thatcher kicked the bucket.
No, I don't know.
Died, yeah? Died.
Died?
Yeah. This is what we're going to talk about
Died.
today. We have a lot of these kind of expressions that
Oh.
sound different from what they actually mean, yeah? So to kick the bucket, literally a bucket is, this kind of thing, and to kick it, So
Yeah.
to kick the bucket means died, yeah? So there's an example, Margaret Thatcher kicked the bucket.
Okay. Like a piece of cake, do you mean?
I don't know how it happened, but yeah. No, kick the bucket is to die. A piece of cake is also an idiom, yeah? So a piece of cake. Okay, so Adela, can you hear us?
Yes.
How are you?
Fine, thanks, and you?
Perfect. Nice to speak with you again. Adela, do you know many British English expressions, some idioms?
I don't know more expressions, idiomatic expressions, but a bucket list, for example, no, the kick the bucket.
To kick the bucket is an expression, and these things are used really when you want to make a serious situation be a bit more relaxed, yeah? So, yeah, because of course, like a death, for example, is a very, very serious, sad situation. It's a way of making it it's a way of making it a bit, not in being insensitive, but kick the bucket, yeah? So, it may be more friendly, yeah? Maybe more friendly. Okay, so, they're used quite a lot. Do you use them in the Spanish language, Adela? Do you have them quite a few?
Yes. For example, the traduction about kick the bucket is estirar la pata.
Say the same.
Same, yes.
And when would you use this? Yeah. So would you use this if you want to say talk seriously about someone's death? It's very, 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 very sad. If it's a very sensitive issue, would you use this? Or do you say die, yeah? So when would you use kick the bucket in Spanish?
It's a expression not very very good because it's very friendly or a bad, a little bad, because it's only when you tell about a people is about did is possible, but is very very informal.
Yeah, it's very, very
Very
important. It's to make the situation a bit lighter, yeah? So he popped his clogs or something, you can say this, or it kicked the bucket, yeah? So these kind of things to make a bad situation a bit less serious, I guess.
yes.
So it's the same in Spanish. Joshua, do you have this as well in Arabic?
No.
These kind of expressions?
Yes, we have this kind of expressions, but I cannot link between kick the bucket and something else in there. No,
Yeah.
it's unique.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know where it comes from. It'd be interesting to hear about the history of these. But there's lots. We're going to talk about these today. There's quite a lot of these kind of expressions. Yes, we're going
It's
to
a
have a look at these.
very interesting topic. Actually,
Okay.
I'm facing some problems because I cannot understand what is the meaning of this.
Yeah, so don't worry. We'll practice them, and hopefully you can use them later and stuff. But Jarno has managed to pop in.
I noticed that nobody's in the class, so I got to come.
Yeah, you thought fill the numbers. Yeah, you were my
Yeah.
number filler, Jarno. You're my number filler. Okay. Maggie T, kick the bucket. You understand? Kick the bucket. Jarno.
Oh yeah, yes, I understand. Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
Nagiti kick the bucket.
Or
Yes.
pop your clogs, yeah? To pop your clogs. Have you heard of this, Johnny?
No.
He popped his clogs. Wait. That's really bad, yeah? So he popped his clogs. 1 second. Pop his clogs. Clogs are like I think they're these shoes from the Netherlands, I think, yeah? Clogs. But I don't know what he popped his clogs. I don't know what that means. But anyway, yeah. So he popped his clogs. He kicked the bucket or whatever. Ursula. By the way, in
Hi.
Finnish, do you have these? 1 second, Ursula. Sorry.
Yeah, we have a lot of. We use idioms a lot. And,
What's the most interesting one that you can translate?
you know, I can't actually. It takes time to translate them, and
Okay, so it's not
Try to-
easy on the spot.
but maybe I can find one.
Google it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ursula, now sorry.
Hi, Martin. Nice
How
to
are
see
you?
you again.
Long time no see. How are you doing?
Thanks, well.
Perfect. Okay. Do you understand what this means? Yeah. Popped his clogs, kicked the bucket, and a piece of cake. These kind of expressions. Yeah.
I don't know what it means. I joined just now, so I don't know.
No
I
worries.
don't know.
Okay. So in this session and the next session afterwards, we're going to talk about British idioms. We're going to talk about these kind of things. Yeah. To kick the bucket is another way of saying to die. Yeah. So
To die.
if someone died, you can say he kicked the bucket. Yeah. So it's less serious. Less serious. He kicked the bucket, or she popped her clogs. Yeah. It's kind of it's inappropriate to laugh at these things. It's inappropriate to find it funny, but it's kind of more humorous than saying she died. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, we'll talk. But these are basically idioms. They're used a lot. Okay, Ursula, do you use these in your language, in the Polish language?
It's like if I would try to translate it, it would be like to kick the clock.
To kick the clock.
Yes, to die.
To kick the
To die.
clock. Yeah, it's a bit like to kick the bucket, but you use clock. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. Florian,
Hello.
how are you today?
Great, thank you.
Perfect.
How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. We're talking about idioms, yeah? So British English idioms. Do you know of any, yeah? Or any in your language which you can translate?
Hello, Mr. Martin Starner.
Yes, I know
Hi,
some.
Mohammed, 1 sec.
Hello,
Okay, so-
Mr. Martin Starner.
Hello, Mohammed, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Nice to speak with you. I'll come back to you after I've finished with Florian, okay?
Okay, I'm new here.
Okay, no worries. Okay, Mohammed, welcome. I'll just talk to Florian, then I'll come to you, okay? Don't worry, but welcome,
Okay.
welcome, okay? So,
Okay.
Muhammad Ali. Wow, it's him. It's Muhammad Ali. Okay, so Florian, sorry. So, do you know any British English expressions?
Yes, I think so. To paint the town red.
Yes. Does everyone know this? To paint the town red.
I know a lot, but I have a blackout right now.
Okay, so to paint the town red, Jano, you might know about this one.
No, I haven't heard that one.
Okay, could you explain for Florian?
Well, if you have a party, if you go out to have a party, you may say that you painted the town red because you have a lot of fun and you enjoy yourself.
Yeah, to paint the town red is basically you go out for a big party on the town. Yeah, you're maybe corrupting the local environment, the local town and things. Yeah. So to paint the town red, Jano. Now do you understand?
Yes,
Jano?
now I understand.
Okay, did you paint the town red in some British town?
Yep.
Okay, that's like a pub crawl, yeah? So it's a bit like a pub crawl. So Jano's been to the UK, that's why I'm asking this question. Okay, so Florian, can you give us one in your language translated literally to English? An idiom. A really cool one.
Yes, but I have to think because right now I nothing crossed my mind.
Nothing comes to mind, no worries, just find one. But Mohammed, in the meantime, how are you, Mohammed?
That's great. I'm good. I'm good to see you here. I'm good to share you on Hangout.
Perfect, okay, good to meet you, Mohammed. Where are you from?
You know, I'm from Palestine. Well, now I wanna introduce myself. Could
Yes,
I?
please. Yes, please, of course.
Okay, I am Muhammad. I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm from Palestine. I'm 20 I'm 21. I'm English student. I'm here to talk with native speaker in order to be familiar with the language more and more. And that is that. In my passion in the life, I want to be translator in the future. I want to be translator. I want to be teacher in order to teach the students English language now. I'm practicing teaching in schools as a teacher.
Wow, okay, cool, yeah, so perfect man for the job, yeah? So, Mohammed, good to meet you. We're talking in this session about idioms, yeah? So, do you know many British English idioms? So, I'm from the UK, so we're going to focus on British idioms, but there are lots of American ones as well.
Okay, now lots of British idioms. For example, let the sleeping dog lies.
Let the sleeping dogs lie. Does
No,
everyone
no,
know?
no. Let the sleeping dog.
Let the sleeping dog lie, or dogs lie, you can say. Let the sleeping dog lie. What does this mean, Mohammed?
Okay, another example of idioms. For example, put yourself in my shoe.
Yeah, put yourself in my shoes, or to be in someone else's shoes. Yes, so to put
Yes.
yourself.
For another example, all mouth and trousers.
Yeah. Okay. So these ones, could you explain quickly for those who don't know? So could you explain "let the sleeping dog lie" and to put yourself in someone else's shoes?
Okay, you want me to explain let the sleeping dog lies?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, it means let the session. Yeah, are you with me?
Yeah, let the what? Sorry.
Yes, it means let in Arabic language, for example, let the sedition sleeping and don't make a sedition between people.
Okay. Yeah. So just let it rest. Let it rest. Let it go. Yeah. And to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Does anyone else know this? Has anyone come across? So
What?
Yosra, do you know this one?
Yeah.
You know it, Jano? Yosra, do you know?
And we have this in Finnish language also.
Okay, exactly the same, yeah? So, Yosra, do you know this? To put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Oh yeah, I know it. Could I
You know,
explain it?
okay, you can explain if you like. Yes,
Okay,
please. Yes, please.
put yourself in my shoes. It means if you were me, what would you do?
Yeah, okay. So, when you're thinking about other people, put yourself in their shoes. Yeah, think like they would think, not like you would think, but
Yes,
like someone else. Okay, that's what it
yeah,
means.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we've got Shadi also in the chat. Shadi, how are you? Okay, we can't hear you just yet. Just check your mic settings. We'll come back. So Mira said in the same situation. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we'll make a start. And we'll come back to you, Shadi. We'll make a start. Okay, so I've sent you a link to many idioms. We're going to go over them, and we're going to talk about maybe which ones are used more often than not. Yeah, so some of them I've never heard of. Some of them I wouldn't use, but I'll just tell you from a native speaker's point of view which ones maybe are more common and which ones maybe you should learn. Okay, so I will share my screen as well, so those who are watching can see my screen if they can't open the
This,
document for
this
whatever
is
reason. So,
your
Mohammed?
link. It's about what, Mr. Marin?
So it's idioms, yeah? So we're looking at idioms today. Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll open it now.
no worries. And
I'll
we've got
open it.
Yassine
Look,
in the chat as well. Yassine, can you hear?
Mr. Martin.
Yes, please. Yep.
Okay. Where? Oh yeah, that's great. I opened this before. Okay now,
No worries, you've
Mr.
seen it
Martin.
before.
Are you from British? Yes, I
I'm
have
British,
seen
yeah.
it before. Yeah,
Perfect, okay.
British.
Sorry?
Yes, it's nice to meet you and nice to talk with you.
Perfect, and you too, Mohammed, you too. But in the meantime, Yassine, yeah? So can you hear us, Yassine?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you and I can see your back too. And I can see the idioms.
Perfect. Okay, but what about Yassine? Yassine Ben. There's a new guy that's joined us. Can you hear?
What?
I'm talking to Yassine. Yeah, someone else? But
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
okay, I can't hear you,
I see
Yassine. Just make sure your microphone's not muted. In the meantime, no one else has joined. Okay, perfect. Let's make a start. Shadi has joined. Shadi, now can you hear us? Yassine, just check my screen for those who've just joined and the microphone's muted. Okay, so it's not muted, but we can't hear you. Okay, in that case, let's make a start. Okay, so across the pond, we use this quite a lot. So, Adela, could you read this idiom on the link I sent you? And could you read the explanation? Adela, please.
Yes. Across the pond, this idiom means on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, used to refer the use S or the UK, depending on the speaker location.
Yep. So if we are in the UK, we'd say Americans are across the pond. Yeah. I don't know if it refers to any other countries, but usually between America and the UK, we have this. Yeah. So across the pond. Yeah. Our Yankee friends across the pond. Yeah. That kind of thing. Yeah. So it just means across the Atlantic Ocean. I'm not sure if you can use this with other oceans, but this is an expression to mean the Americans across the pond.
Yes. When you speak the other country, no, you stay in UK. You speak about the USA, no?
Yep. So across the pond, Obama has made a presentation about guns or something like this. He did this today. I don't know if you saw this. That's quite interesting. But across the pond, what happens in America? Yeah. But in America, I don't know if they say this, but I guess they would say across the pond in the UK. So it's just that at the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that we're in bed with America, before anyone said. Okay, so across the pond, yeah? So this is not really used in any other context, but to mean that. Okay, let's go now to Florin. Can you read the next one, please?
Yes. All mouth and trousers. Someone who's all mouth and trousers talks or boasts a lot but doesn't deliver. All mouth and no trousers is also used, though this is a corruption of the original.
To be honest, I wouldn't use this idiom. I've heard it, but I wouldn't use it. Yeah, all mouth and trousers. I'd say it's a lot of hot air. Yeah, that's what I would say. A lot of hot air.
Okay, well, I want to read the third one.
Okay, no worries. But a lot of hot air. Does everyone understand what this means? Yeah, a lot of hot air. Yosra.
No.
No.
A lot of hot air means
But
you talk
maybe,
a lot,
yeah.
but you don't do much.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. Then when it comes to it, when you've got to prove yourself, you can't actually do it. Yeah, so a lot of hot air. They're
Farad.
talking, yeah, they're talking a lot, and this is an arguable point, but I'm just giving you an example. They're talking a lot about the threats from North Korea being a lot of hot air. Yeah, that's an example which I've heard recently, today. They say this, yeah, but we're not debating that topic. It's just an example, yeah. So if a threat is a lot of hot air, they're saying we're going to kill you all, but really, will they? Yeah, that's what a lot of hot air means. Okay, so did everyone understand? We have CWS Hempel. Nice to speak with you.
I think, my friend, you ignored me.
No, we're not ignoring. There's just 9 people, yeah? So we've got to share the time, Mohammed. We've got to share the time a bit. But Mohammed, would you like to contribute something?
What?
Would you like to say something?
Okay, I want to share you, but you ignored me.
I'm not ignoring you. There's 9 people, yeah? So we've got to share the time. Okay, so
Okay, now
Mohammed,
it's your turn. Now it's your turn, and try and choose anyone, and then when it come my turn, tell me this is your turn. Okay.
no worries, Mohammed, no worries. But I was just introducing this new guy first, yeah? Like I introduced you, I'll introduce the other guy as well. It's fair. Okay, so CWS Hempel, can you hear us? Okay, check your mic settings, we'll come back to you. In the meantime, okay, Shadi, can you hear? Not yet, not yet. Okay, check your mic settings, make sure it's not muted or whatever. Apart from that, I'm not sure. Okay, so Mohammed, did you understand this? A lot of hot air.
A lot of what?
Hot air.
A lot of hot. Oh, I don't understand that.
Okay, so it just means you speak a lot in this context. So, for example, it's all mouth and trousers. That's what it means. I gave the class another example of something I would say rather than all mouth and trousers. And this means you make a lot of threats or you say something, but actually you don't do something. That's what a lot of hot air means. For example, threats for a country. Yeah?
Yeah, it means actions speak more loudly than
Yes.
see.
Yeah,
Yes?
so actions speak louder than words, meaning if someone's got a lot of hot air, they're not acting much, they're just speaking, yeah? So the words in their case are speaking louder than the actions. It's the opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
understand. Understand.
Perfect. So Mohammed, would you like to read the next one, please?
Okay. All Englishman's home is his castle.
Okay, so in English home is his castle. In English man's home is his castle, yeah? What does this mean?
This means that what happens in a person's home or private life is their presence and should not be subject outside interference. I think when we say it's not your business, it means like this.
Yeah, it could be, but it's basically, as it says here, this means that what happens in a person's home or private life is their business, and yeah, you control everything that happens in your home. You are the master of your home. If people are a guest to your home, they should follow your rules. Yeah, it's my castle. Yeah, it's not. Of course, we don't live in castles. We live in normal houses, but it's like you should respect the person's house when you go to them. Yeah, like every country. Okay, so let's go now to. Did everyone understand first of all? Yeah, so. Okay, let's go to Mira. Mira, would you like to read the next one, please?
Okay. All talk and no trousers. Some who is all talk and no trousers talk about doing big, important thing, but doesn't take any action.
Okay, this is the same as a lot of hot
Yeah.
air. Yeah, so all talk and no trousers. I would say that more than all mouth and trousers. Yeah, all talk and no trousers. I'd say this actually. He's all talk and no trousers. Yeah, he's got no trousers. Okay, so what does this mean, Mira? And can you give me an example of someone you know who's all talk and no trousers?
In our country, there are a lot.
Go for it. Freedom of speech.
على
Go
فكرة.
for it.
هذا بريطاني.
All politicians
Okay,
can
yeah,
say anything and not not make any action.
I'm going to name one in the UK. Nick Clegg, yeah? Remember this name. All talk and no trousers. Yeah, so but, politicians are an example of this, yeah? Before the election, they'll say, oh, we are going to do this for the country. We are going to do that. Then,
Yes.
when they get the power, maybe that doesn't happen, yeah? So, I guess maybe that's quite common. All talk and no trousers. Okay, guys? So, Ursula, was that clear?
Yes.
Tell me about someone, not necessarily a politician, or describe someone that we don't know maybe, who's all talk and no trousers. What are common traits this person?
Maybe that somebody who has a so big imagination that speak about his future plans, create all plans, and
Yeah.
after a while nothing he doesn't make any effort and not realize that plan.
Perfect. So, I'm going to have a successful business that's going to make me $1 billion, yeah? That, if they then don't deliver, you can say all talk, no trousers, yeah? All talk but no
Yeah.
trousers. Yeah, I don't know. Do you hear this a lot in your country, Ursula? Are there many people, or would you say many people are realistic?
I think that that now a lot of people are realistic. I think that it's enough that our politicians are with imagination, and the population, our citizens are rather realistic.
Yeah.
In
okay,
contrary to this politician.
Okay, so more people are becoming more realistic, yeah, because of the.
Yeah.
And I would say across Europe, I don't know about other continent stuff, but across Europe, I'd say that's so because of the crisis and stuff. Okay, yeah. So, Adela, can you give us an example?
Sorry, an example about
A situation in which you can be in where you're all talk and no trousers. So we talked about politicians. We talked about people saying, I will be a billionaire. Something like that, yeah? Can you give another example?
I don't remember an example, but in general, when you need have a decision, it's possible talk about not have any action. Politician is the best.
The main one, yeah?
Is the best, but in the teacher meeting is same because in the school the meetings don't resolve any problem. You can talk about the problem, but it's not possible to arrive in action, concrete actions.
Okay, another example of this is with the leader of the UK making a speech recently about a couple of months ago, about the future of the UK and Europe, yeah? So lots of people said, maybe he's all talking no trousers, saying he's making this speech, but does it mean anything, yeah? So this is a common one with politicians. Okay, anyone else who I haven't asked who has an opinion on this? Maybe Shadi, can we hear you? Still no, sorry Shadi. Can anyone else hear Shadi? Maybe my problem, yeah? So can anyone else hear?
No.
Okay. Maybe check your settings at the top. Not that it's muted, but I don't know about your volume.
Can you collect your thoughts and recollecting your thoughts? So I don't.
Mohammed, I hear background noise. I hear so a video playing in the background. So I'll mute you in the meantime, and if you want to watch that video. But anyway, okay. So, Mohammed, do you have an opinion? Do you know of someone who is all talk but no trousers?
There is no chances about someone, you mean?
Someone. Can you describe someone you know who's all talk and no trousers?
I can't understand you because the sound is too bad. The connection is too bad. Okay, repeat.
No worries. Okay, so do you know of someone who is all talk but no trousers?
But no chances.
But no trousers. Yes, we're just discussing this one, and it's a bit like saying all mouth and trousers or full of hot air.
Okay, all mouth and trousers. I told you about it before. I told you that it means action speaks loudly more than speaks.
That's what it means. But can you give me an example of someone you know, or the type of person that would do this?
Yes, this is my neighbor, Ali. His name is Ali.
Okay.
He speaks and don't do anything, just speak without doing anything.
Okay, so that's an example, yeah? So if you don't do anything, if you say lots of things, oh, I'm going to have business, oh, I'm going to get, do whatever, and then you don't do it,
I'm
then you
very
all
busy,
talk
I'm very busy, etc. And he doesn't have work, and he's like this, and he just lies.
Okay, yeah, so if you don't deliver on what you're saying, then you could be all talk and no trousers. Perfect. Okay, let's do a quick checkup. We have Selma as well. How are you, Selma?
I'm doing good, thank you, teacher.
Perfect. Nice to speak with you again.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, so we're talking about idioms and stuff. Do you know any British idioms?
Well, I know the one which is written here in English man's home is his castle. That's all that I know.
Okay, yeah, so, and you understand what this means, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Okay, so in your language, do you have any interesting idioms? Something that you say in your language which maybe doesn't translate so well?
Well, yes, we have lots of idioms. We speak
Okay.
with idioms, we don't speak with standard Arabic.
Okay, could you think of one, yeah? So I'll give you time, think of a really cool one that you can translate literally and tell us what it means. But in the meantime, we'll go to Huyen.
Okay, teacher.
Huyen?
Hello.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm perfectly fine. Thank you.
Perfect, cool. Okay, so we spoke a couple of days ago, so nice to speak with you again. We're talking about idioms. Can you give us some examples, maybe in your language or in English that you know of? English, American.
Oh, in English. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know much about idioms. Maybe I'm killing two birds with one stone.
Yep, that's
Is
perfect.
it
Want to kill two birds with one
British
stone?
English?
Yep, perfect. Okay, to kill two birds with one stone. What does this mean, guys?
Proverb.
Sorry?
Proverb.
Proverb, did you say, Yusra?
Mm-hmm.
Two birds. So to kill two birds with one stone is you're doing two things at once. So, for example, if you're going to the shop and your friend says to you, while you're at the shop, can you buy me some bread? Yeah, and you can say, okay, I'll kill two birds with one stone, meaning I'll buy you the bread, so it's helping two people when one person's making the energy. Yeah, to be more efficient. Kill two birds with one stone, make the dinner while hoovering the floor. Yeah, kill two birds with one stone. Usually do two things at the same time. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like to multitask. So, okay, I'm trying to think of another example. But Adela, do you know this one? To kill two birds with one stone.
In the ocean. In the ocean. Very small.
Shadi, I think we can hear you now.
Yeah, yes, I can
Yes!
hear you, yes.
Cool. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so great to speak with you, Shadi. Finally. Where are you from, Shadi?
I'm so happy. Sohabi. I'm from Syria. From
Great.
Syria.
Okay. Nice to speak with you. Okay.
Yeah, me too. Me too. My
Okay. So
pleasure.
we're talking about idioms, as you probably. I'm sure. Did you hear? Yeah. So we couldn't hear you, but could you hear us?
Yes, I hear. I mean, you are talking about idiom, English idiom, British idiom.
Yeah.
It's amazing subject to talk about, and I think I have many idioms to talk about. For example, if you would like to give example,
Yes, please.
I
Yes,
don't know.
please. Yes, please.
A drop. I think we have a drop in the ocean.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the exact meaning and drop in the ocean. If a
Maybe name
mountain
a
and
couple
drop.
and we'll explain. Yeah. Name a couple and then we'll explain these. Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you know any more?
yeah.
Shadi, which room are you in? Your apartment looks really modern. Are you in your apartment?
No, I'm at college now.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it looks really modern. The lights look modern and stuff. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so Shadi, yeah, drop in the ocean. What else do you know?
Yeah. The most common item, action speaks louder than
Yeah.
words.
So this one, actions speak louder
and
than
you have
words. Actions
piece
speak
of
louder
cake.
than words.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake, yeah. So piece of cake, actions speak louder than words. These kind of things. So we're just going to explain these. Actions speak louder than words links very closely to all talk, no trousers. But you may not know a drop in the ocean. So, Selma, do you know this? A drop in the ocean.
Yes, teacher, I know this one.
Okay, what does it mean?
It means that whatever you learn, you always don't learn enough. This is how you say a drop in the ocean.
Okay, yes, a drop in the ocean is a little bit. So, it's a little drop. It's not important to you. So, for example, someone like Bill Gates could donate $1 million to someone, and for him it will be a drop in the ocean. It's as significant to him as a drop is in the ocean. Something that's insignificant to you, a drop in the ocean. Yeah, it's so small in a really big thing, a wider context. For us, for example, if we think of $1 million, we're thinking of something else to what Bill Gates is thinking. Yeah? That would be a drop in the ocean for him, something that's not insignificant. So for you, what would you consider to be a drop in the ocean? Not about money, but about other things. Yeah. So drop in the ocean.
And I told you, teacher, education.
Education.
Yes, whatever we learn, we always feel like ourselves that we don't have enough information.
Okay, so the
always
information is
look
like a
for
drop in the
the-
ocean, insignificant, and also we can feel like a drop in the ocean. Yeah. So ultimately, when we hear things like, "Oh, there's 7 billion people in the world," we can think, "Oh, you know, we're a small part of that." Yeah. So we feel like a drop in the ocean. Things like that. Okay. So who feels like a drop in the ocean for any reason, or knows of any example to make us understand this? Yeah. So Adela, do you understand this expression?
Yes, it's opposite the idiomatic sentence about the trousers, because it's a person or people resolve a lot, but it's not necessary to speak about the actions that he realized.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So actions speak louder than words. But do you understand a drop in the ocean? For example, there's 60 million maybe people in the UK, and compare that to another country. It's like a drop in the ocean, yes. So not so many, yeah, not so insignificant almost we are, yeah. So in terms of the population, yeah. So things like that could be a drop in the ocean. So a drop in the ocean, something very small in a very big, wider area. So if you've got $1 billion in your bank account, $1 million is not so significant to you anymore, maybe. Yeah, so it could be about, something you could say, some topics in your education, like a drop in the ocean, they're not so important to you, yeah? So they're not so big. But Adela, did you understand a drop in the ocean?
What drop in Sorry?
A drop in the ocean.
No.
Okay, no worries.
And drop.
We'll come back, don't we?
A drop.
Drop in the ocean. Do you know what a drop is? Yeah, so a drop.
I think it's a little thing in a big thing, no? This is I think it's not very important because the other is most important, no? Is
So a small fish in a big ocean or big pond, yeah? It's when you feel like a small fish.
yes. In Spanish is a point in a farm. Una aguja en un pájaro.
Okay, yeah, so a point in the farm, that's exactly it, yeah? So a drop
Yes.
in the ocean, a point in the farm, yeah? It's something that's not significant, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so like we said about the wealth, yes? So with someone like Bill Gates, I don't know, Warren Buffett, these people, for little money, like $1 to them, is just like a drop in the ocean.
Okay, I have an example for it.
Yes, please.
Okay. If the government raises the salaries rate, it will be still a drop in the ocean.
Okay, so if they increase the salary, drop in the ocean for the people or for the government?
No, for the people.
Okay, as in not significant. The tax increase wouldn't be that big, yeah?
Okay.
So a drop in the ocean, for example, yeah, they increased it by 1%. Oh, that's a drop in the ocean. What's 1%? Yeah, so you can live with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
Okay.
Are the taxes high in Egypt, Yosra?
Sorry, is an action don't change the word, for example?
Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Yes. So, yeah, in theory, yeah. So you can say, for example, can we, as individual drops, change the most ocean? Yeah. So, but that's another topic. A drop in the ocean, I in the world, in the sense of the world, am very, very insignificant. Yeah. So, who cares what I think in terms of the whole world? Yeah. So I am a drop in the ocean, but it's something that when you feel insignificant to something, you have no power to change anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Huyen, did you understand?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah. So. Did anyone not understand or want some explanation? So Yusuf would say the increase in tax, if it was 1% or so, would be a drop in the ocean. Are taxes high in Egypt, Yosra?
Sorry?
Are taxes high in Egypt?
Taxes not very high in comparison with other countries. No, it's not very high, but I mentioned the salaries rate.
Okay, so the taxes are not so high, yeah? So
Yeah.
maybe that, yes, taxes.
Especially in the governmental organizations, the salaries are very low.
Okay, so they charge low taxes to balance it out a bit, yeah? So
Yes, right.
maybe it's the opposite. Salaries can be high, but the taxes are very high as well, yeah? So
Yeah.
the money you're left with is not always so good. Okay, so Ursula.
Yes.
Did you understand?
Yes, of course.
Cool. Okay, let's go on to the next one in that case. Okay, so who would like to read the next one actually? So maybe argue the toss. I'm not familiar. Okay, I'll tell you ones that I'm not familiar with. Yeah, so you can decide if you want to learn them. It could also be a regional thing. Yeah, so we have different idioms in different regions. I'll just tell you the ones that I'm familiar with and the ones I'm not familiar with, and you can decide if you want to learn the other ones. At a loose end, we would say, yeah? It's when you're always busy, suddenly you get a free afternoon and you're at a loose end. What the hell do you do? You're not used to having this free time. Yeah? You're thinking, what? Yeah, so you're like, you feel lost. Do you understand this feeling, guys? Yeah, so if you're really busy, if you're preparing for some exam and you've concentrated so much on one thing, that when you have free time, you're at a loose end. Like, what now? Yeah?
I totally understand. That happens to me a lot.
Okay, so tell us.
It's like when I was about having an exam, I was so stressed. I had to study a lot, and I usually told myself that okay, after this I'm gonna like go out and have fun, but after the real test, I didn't actually do anything.
Yeah, and
So
that's
I
the
would-
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I just sit there.
because you get so used to doing something, your routine changes, and you get confused. Like something's not quite right. Yeah, so your body clocks change. You go to sleep at different times. So this happens. But Adela, does this ever happen with you? So you said to me a while ago that you were a teacher at a school. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, so does this happen with the school holidays? With you?
I'm I have the holidays in this week. This is my first day to the class.
Okay. Yeah, but
Yes, and about the expression, this is when you have no free time. The student don't do any activity, no? This is the lost of the time, more or less.
that makes sense. Yeah, to be at a loose end. Loose means, for example, if you are tying a knot. Do you all know what a knot is?
Yes.
A knot.
Yes.
You're tying your shoelace, and if it's not so tight, it's loose. It can come undone. So a loose end is not a strong end. Yeah, it's a bit loose. It's a bit weak. Yeah, so to be at a loose end just means you don't know what you're doing. You're not quite tight. You're not quite together. Yeah, you're a bit all over the place. Yeah, so to be at a loose end would mean, Adela, you have a holiday this week, and you're usually very busy with working, but now you've got a free time. You're thinking, what do I do now? Yeah, you don't know what to do.
In Spain, there are idiomatic expression same. This is to lose the north, but is in your life, no only the spar.
To loosen the knot, did you say?
The north, yes.
The north. Okay, I thought you said to loosen the knot, but as you said that, I thought of another expression. To tie the knot, yeah? So to tie the knot. I thought it was going to be similar to this, but does anyone know this one? Selma?
No.
Yeah.
To get married.
To get married, to tie the knot, yeah? Someone?
Yes, teacher.
You know this, yeah? So they tied the knot, they got married, yeah?
Yes, teacher.
Cool. Okay, so to tie the knot to get married, to be at a loose end, to be all over the place. Selma, does this happen with you? If you're busy and then you have free time, are you at a loose end or do you like free time?
Teacher, I didn't understand what does it mean to lose.
To be at a loose end. To be at a loose end is when you're so busy focusing on an exam or work, then you get free time and you feel lost. You don't know what to do because now you have lots of free time, whereas before you had no free time. You're thinking, what do I do now? Yeah, so it's not normal for you because you've been used to being very, very busy.
No. I'm always free.
Always free, yes, it's quite good, yes. So in that case, would you be at a loose end? So if you had to be really, really busy, would you be at a loose end? Do you think if you had free time after being really busy, you would know what to do?
Well, no. If I have, when I have free time, when I don't have free time, sometimes I got confused, but I used to do that because I've never, when I have free time, I never do anything. But I like to be busy and confused so that, I like to work at the last moment.
Me too. Yeah, seriously, it was a problem at school because I would do things like wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning to do an essay because I actually worked better under pressure. So I don't know if you work like this, Selma.
Yes, teacher.
Does it work though for you?
Yes, always. Especially when I have exams, I always study the night of the exam.
Yeah, and I don't know. For me, luckily it worked. Yeah, luckily it was okay. But it's always this like last-minute pressure. Yeah, and lots of people say, "Oh, you should plan in advance." But I like pressure. But Ursula, what do you say to this?
It's this period when I have nothing to do. It's very not very often, but it it happens, I feel some relief.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and I try and I like and try doing nothing, not thinking about the future. So relax, and some kind of meditation.
You're not usually at a loose end. You're not thinking, oh, yeah, I kind of miss being busy. You're not thinking this.
No.
Okay, it's interesting. Okay, so, but what about you being a lastminute.com person like me and Selma? Yeah, so are you last minute, or do you like to plan things in advance? To do things. If you have a project to do, yeah, so for me, I'm different. If I'm planning things like, when should I go back to UK? When should I do this? When should I... Then I would plan this really well in advance. Things like this. But things like, okay, write an essay or something like that, yeah? So, what would you say, Ursula?
I usually leave it at the last moment and do, as you said, under pressure. And I'm more efficient at that last moment. Do very quickly and usually better.
Yeah, so put yourself under pressure, but still meet the deadline. It's not that you're going to miss the deadline, it's just that you think, okay, leave it to the last minute. Adel, I'd be interested to hear your views as a school teacher, if you think your students do this, and if you actually do this as well, yeah? So, Yosra, what would you say? Are you a lastminute.com?
Yeah, I'm last minute person. Every time I decide I will never do this again, I felt very stressed and very depressed. I will not do it again. I will stop doing it. And next time, okay, being the last minute.
No one usually admits these things, yeah? So I think, to be honest, we're all people are pretty much the same, but everyone always likes to say, oh no, I plan in advance, oh no, I'm this, you know, but it's true, yeah? But maybe we're all chaotic. Okay, Adela, what do you say?
About the
lastminute.com.
Sorry, I disconnect a little.
No worries.
What is the expression?
Okay, we say it's an actual website, and the reason we say this, we say, oh, he's a bit lastminute.com because there's a website called lastminute.com. You can book holidays at the last minute.
Yeah.
But we say he's a bit lastminute.com.
I don't lost the end because I in this holiday I doing a lot of activity. Is not an expression for me because I went to the James Way, Camino de Santiago.
Okay, yeah, so it's
to work. I have a lot of activities.
It's not relevant, yes, it doesn't apply. But are you lastminute.com? This means, if you have to do something like, I don't know, correct your students' essays or do something like this, some paperwork and things, would you leave it to the last minute? As in, would you delay it until the deadline is approaching?
The last
do it in advance.
The last minute is to do anything in a last time. For example, in the travels is a possibility to have a discount. Is more cheaper. It's cheaper if you buy in the last minute.
Okay, yeah. So sometimes that could work, but in your life, yeah. So do you think your students are last minute? As in
yes,
they do the homework really late.
I think it's don't do the homework or study for an exam. This is people 1 minute about the exam. He see the book or I think no. No?
Yeah. So just before the exam, cram revision, yeah? So we call it cram revision. You've got maybe 2 hours before the exam. Quick.
Yes, they do the homework in about the classroom. Yes, they are a lot of students in this.
So that happens. What about you, yeah? So, were you ever like this? Or, yeah, do you think everyone has a bit of this? They like to do things at the last minute, or do you think it depends on your character?
Sorry?
Okay, so Adela, would you have ever done this? So, at school, did you ever do things at the last minute?
For me, yes. When I need to prepare a meeting, or is possible, they delay the work in the last minute. You
So we all do it, yeah?
yes, prepare the meeting. Yes.
Okay, yeah, so interesting, yeah. So it's kind of like I think a natural thing. Okay, so we'll do one more maybe, and then we're continuing in the next session. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome. I've got another session on this. We're just going to continue. So if you want to welcome, you're more than you can. Okay, at the end of your tether, this is the one we're going to. What? As the actress said to the bishop. Oh yeah. Okay, this is good. Okay. In Spanish, do you have this word, Adela, innuendo? Adela?
Yes.
Is this a Spanish word? Because we say it in English, innuendo.
Innuendo. I don't. Innuendo?
You say this in Spanish? It sounds Spanish, but we say it in English. The next one is just innuendo, as the actress said to the bishop. That's a very funny one. But guys, I'll let you work out what this means. Okay, so I'll send you this and then we'll call it a day there, but that's a very good one. Okay, so guys, any last questions before we go? Okay, as the actress said to the bishop. No, I won't conclude with this one because this will require a lot of explaining. But the last one, at the end of your tether, that one is useful, okay? So at the end of the tether is, when you're at the end of your tether, you're almost so angry, you've had enough, you go, oh, I'm at the end of my tether. Urgh. Yeah, so usually parents say this about their children, I'm at the end of my tether, go to your room. Yeah, that kind of attitude, yeah? So at the end, to be at the end of your tether, innuendo, we'll talk about this in the next class, okay? Adela, it will just take some explaining, and I realise it'll be an awkward end, yeah, because I'll give you half the meaning, and maybe it would not sound too good. So we'll talk about it in the next class, okay? If you can join. If not, guys, add me on Facebook, okay? If you haven't already, so we can talk in between when we meet and stuff. So take care, guys, and hopefully speak to you in the next session.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.